US share markets were lower overnight. Later on this week, the US Fed chairman will give his speech to Congress, and it is speculated that he will be fairly positive about growth for the US economy. Markets will follow this speech fairly closely to get any idea of when they will pull back on their support for America's economy, as this will have a pretty big effect on growth over the medium term. Commodity companies did trade down overnight as the price of gas was a little bit lower. On the currency front, the New Zealand dollar has traded up just slightly, back up over 70 cents against the US on Tuesday morning. While we are out of recession, there are a few aspects that will likely be a restraint to our growth. One, the global financial crisis has taught us that credit is not always available. This is likely to continue. Financial regulations are also likely to change. We are already seeing the Reserve Bank of New Zealand make a few changes in order to make our financial system more secure. However, this is likely to increase the cost of borrowing. Two, households around the world have been spending up large over the past year or two. In future, their spending patterns are likely to be more cautious. Consumers that save do not spend. Three, governments around the world have been spending a lot of money over the past 12 months. At some point, they will need to repay this money. This fact alone is likely to mean that growth over the medium term will be restrained. Land prices have maintained their Easter trade premiums as supply is tight. Rains, both here and across the Tasman, has meant that farmers are holding on to stock in order to reach higher weights. Global shortages has meant that global prices are very strong, but has also meant that newer markets have opened up, such as the Middle East, which is typically an Australian stronghold. Overseas data in the UK has meant that consumer sales is very soft. This is not reflected in lamb demand, which continues to be very strong. This is good news for the industry over the medium term, but the currency will continue to be a problem for the time being.